Safety off. Ready to fire!
Yesterday we ran out of thin set, so we didn't get to finish tiling the bath surround, so we're gonna try to finish that today. Yesterday definitely took longer than we thought. Since the tub wasn't level, Kyle started tiling from the top down, which worked, but definitely created a lot more complications. And after talking to some people, we realized it's probably a better way to do it. Hey, we're learning as we go. Like, we're not tile masters. Now we know better for next time. You also need to drink more water.
I do. I feel like I'm dying. All I've been thinking about is a beer, to be honest.
Yesterday, my mom called me to yell at me because my shoulders were getting burnt and I didn't have sunblock on. And then today, my dad called and yelled at me because I wasn't wearing eyewear while cutting. So. Okay, I've made this mistake before. I'll put too much on the side with the arm and then I'll be halfway through cutting and I'll get stuck on the arm. And then I'll try to flip it and cut it from the other side and then it doesn't match up and then I waste a tile. So, you gotta flip it.
Came in the wrong side.
What do you mean?
Like, this has to be the finished side. It's finished and finished, so basically like this one would go here.
Alright, well you did not specify that in your instructions when you gave me height and width. Wait, can you explain to me though, why does it matter?
Because when you cut, look, do you see how it makes a jagged edge? Jagged edges don't go with these are finished sides right here. Jagged edges are your end ones. You meet, it's the finished factory edge. That rugged looking edge, you don't want sitting in the middle.
Okay.
We're done these upper portions of the tile surround. So tomorrow we'll come in, take this bottom ledger board off and measure and cut that last bottom row. And then we have a little decorative bead that's gonna go across the top. It didn't come with this tile, but it looks like it'll match it pretty well. I couldn't find any like accessories with this tile, whether it be bullnose, trim pieces, anything. That's definitely something in the future when we choose tile to make sure that there are bullnose. There's a bunch of things that I'll put a different segment in here about things I would do differently during this, because this is my first ever formal tub surround solo by myself.
Got paint clothes on, which means we're gonna paint. Paint clothes on, which means we're gonna paint. There she goes. Is that your other song?
No.
Cheating on Hillary Duff?
Never.
It was my 30th birthday a few days ago, and I thought celebrating it in quarantine would be a little sad, but it was filled with so much love. People sent so many things, cards, texts, lawn signs. It was freaking awesome. So if I want a gift from Kyle, I can't just like leave hints. I have to be very direct. I was like, I want a paint sprayer. I'm the one who does the majority of the painting, and a roller and brush just takes forever. And I have been seeing a lot of people use paint sprayers, and I'm like, I think this is the route I want to go. So I found the model I wanted. I've been kind of just telling him for a really long time, like, I want this, I want this, I want this. And then the other day we were at Home Depot and it was on sale, and so we just bought it. And it's at this point where things start to move quickly. You know, you do the paint, you do the floors, and before you know it, you're moving in. And that's how quickly it happens. HGTV.
One episode, half hour long.
Whole house is renovated. Just like so new and shiny.
Hi guys.
Okay, so based off of our YouTube research and Googling.
So now, I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Before I was so rudely interrupted. Based off all the research we've done, if you're gonna spray an entire room, which first off they say you're not supposed to do, you should spray the ceiling, spray the trim, and then spray the walls. They say that you should roll the walls, but I feel like I have like newbie optimism, and I think that I'm gonna be successful at spraying everything. How do I get this hose to there? Turn it on. Oh, did I have it on the wrong thing?
Safety off. Ready to fire!
it's legit.
And that took, if we knew we were doing, 20 minutes.
20 minutes for 2 rooms, yeah.
Water-based material. Turn the power switch off.
While using the sprayer was super quick and easy, cleaning it is another story. We spent more time and brain power making sure that we cleaned it properly, and that's probably the biggest negative. It's a great sprayer, but it's not a good tool if you only have an hour to paint, say after work, and you can't dedicate the time to set it up and clean it out. Now back to tiling.
Holy shnikes. Dude,
Turn the water off.
We pulled off that bottom ledger and we're gonna set that bottom row of tile. I've got them already pre-cut, so I just butter them up and right up, gonna be done. Like I said before, I am not a proficient tiler, okay? This is like my first surround I've ever done solo. There's guys out there that would fly through this job and that would know what this issue was prior to me finding it out and know how to tackle it. So Lauren also messed up on a cut yesterday, one of these over here somewhere, and we almost just ran out of tile. I don't know how, but I had brought a tile home yesterday to Hamilton and thrown it into the garbage. Luckily the garbage men did not come early today, and just on a whim I saw it sitting there in the can and I said, you know what, let me just bring it back. Brought it back, and legit, I ran out of tile, and that was the piece that saved the day. Or we'd be running to Floor & Decor to buy a whole nother pack just to use one tile. So I don't know who's looking out for me today, but thank you.
Or tell us what happened.
We constantly shop our competition.
We're 1 tile short. 1 tile short. And if this wasn't like COVID season, I wouldn't be so frustrated. But because I can't just run to the store, or Lauren can't just run to the store, this makes this so much more irritating. So now I'm on hold, trying to buy 1 box of tile so that we could do curbside pickup.
I feel a little bad because if I didn't mess up the cut, one of the cuts, we would have enough tile and we wouldn't have to go and get another box. I actually messed up 2 cuts. Kyle only knows about 1 cut though. I was able to order it curbside, which is good. Oh, let me take this off. I was able to order it curbside, which I'm surprised they were gonna let me do. Kyle was on hold for 30 minutes and no one answered him, so this kind of worked out. I was afraid that I was gonna come over here and they were gonna say, nope, you either got to order online or you're gonna call it in. So now I just have to wait 15 to 20 minutes, she said, drive around back and pick it up. That was a nice little $32 and 1 hour mistake. And fortunately, Kyle was still able to lay some of the other tiles while I was gone and didn't hold us up too much. I know we're kind of in a rush to get back to get the tile to Kyle, but I think we have something more important to do. 6-piece nugget and a small fry. Thank you. You as well. my fries got messed up with Kyle's fries, how will we ever know whose fries are who? Guess I have to eat them all. I did not eat your fries, but I did quality control your soda.
The other way, I'm gonna look at my food.
You don't want your tile?
That's secondary right now.
Is this the last cut?
Yep. Yeah. Sweet.
You done?
We done. Finally. We got all the tub surround tiles set, and we broke out the Graco sprayer for the first time, and we got the bedroom and the living room ceilings painted. I thought it was pretty awesome. I mean, it worked really well.
It was definitely intimidating, but I thought it went really well.
Yeah, there's a lot of instructions with it.
Yes. I'm glad we found that video though.
Yeah, the YouTube video was huge. There was more instruction with the cleanup than the setup.
That's true.
Put it that way. But the use of it was super user-friendly.
And I could definitely do that by myself. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad I had you there to kind of like wrangle and walk through it with me, but I feel like that's something I can do without you here.
Yeah, especially with the video.
Like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get to a point where I don't have to watch the video.
It's like using a GPS. Like, you never learn the area because you just listen to the GPS the whole time. It was my first tub surround. I've done them before, but it was always with somebody that led the job. I was just there as a helper. Putting all of the things that, you know, I've learned along the way into one project for the first time was a little...
Holy crap, this is all on you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I learned lots of cutting lessons. And basically what I mean by that is I made a lot of mistakes and now I know how to not make them in the future.
In reality, it was only one tile.
No.
Oh, you messed up one.
There was another one that I didn't tell you about.
You are diabolical. Obviously, we didn't estimate well enough either, because that, even if it was only two...
There's so much waste. This is like football, though. It shouldn't have came down to that one tile. We should have just played well throughout the entire game where it didn't rely on that one piece.
Well, so that was my point, was that we obviously didn't account a 10% waste, or we would have had another box.
Or we did it, or all of the waste is 10% waste. Like, there's a lot of waste. Lessons learned.
Yeah. It's totally different than tiling a floor, I'll tell you that.
That's true.
Because like a floor, I could do no problem. Mm-hmm. In the next video, I'm going to grout that tub surround, and Lauren's going to get back on the sprayer and do the kitchen ceiling, bathroom ceiling, and the Shiplap surround in the bathroom. Super excited about how that's going to look. I think that's going to look awesome.
To make sure you don't miss out on all of that, be sure to subscribe to BiggerPockets, comment below, and let me know if you've ever used a paint sprayer. Like this video, and follow us along on Instagram at Rentals to Well. Happy spraying!